सभवान् दुहित स्नेह परिक्लिष्टात्मनो मम श्रोतुम् अर्हसि दीनस्य श्रावितं कृपया मुने। सभवान् दुहित स्नेह परिक्लिष्टात्मनो मम श्रोतुम् अर्हसि दीनस्य श्रावितं कृपया मुने। सभवान् दुहित स्नेह परिक्लिष्टात्मनो मम श्रोतुम् अर्हसि दीनस्य श्रावितं कृपया मुने। Synonyms, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sah, yourself. Bhavan, your honor. Druhit Sneha, by affection for my daughter. Pariklishtat whose mind is agitated. Mama, my. Shrotum, to listen. Arhasi, be pleased. Dinasya, of my humble self. Shravitam, to the prayer. Kripaya, graciously. Mune, O sage. Translation. O great sage, graciously be pleased to listen to the prayer of my humble self, for my mind is troubled by affection for my daughter. Purport. When a disciple is perfectly in consonance with spiritual master, having received his message and executed it perfectly and sincerely, he has a right to ask a particular favor from the spiritual master. Generally, a pure devotee of the Lord or a pure disciple of a bona fide spiritual master does not ask any favor either from the Lord or the spiritual master. But even if there is a need to ask a favor from the spiritual master, one cannot ask that favor without satisfying him fully. Swayambhu Manu wanted to disclose his mind regarding the function he wanted to execute due to affection for his daughter. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Dutapadakamlam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vasya Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna. My humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. I seek your blessing so that I can say something which adds value to this art. I pay my humble obeisances to His Grace Madhupati Prabhu for engaging in this seva so that I can do some Shastra reading and purify my heart. We are reading the pastime where, on the request of Mahatma Vidur, Maitreya Muni is recounting the progenies and the increase in the population by starting with Swayambhu Manu. And in this particular chapter, we see that Swayambhu Manu has approached Kardama Muni to offer his daughter, Mother Devahuti, in marriage to Kardama Muni. And Kardama Muni is engaged at this point in Brahmacharya ashram, and he is actually going through the austerities. And we hear that so far we have heard that how Kardama Muni pleased Supreme Personality of Godhead, so much so that Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared, Krishna appeared in front of him, and he was so moved by his devotion. So Supreme Personality of Godhead was so moved by Kardama Muni's devotion that he was shedding tears. And with that tear, there was a Bindu Sarovar which was created. And then on the bank of that, Kardama Muni is. That's a beautiful place. And he's ordered by Supreme Personality of Godhead that when Swayambhu Manu comes and offers his daughter, please accept her. Then we move on to the actual appearance of appearance of Swayambhu Manu in front of Kardama Muni. And first, Kardama Muni is glorifying Swayambhu Manu, and indirectly he is also instructing the what should be the job, function, or the work of a Kshatriya king. So he is telling that just by your presence, the miscreants are dispelled away. So also you take the position of Dharmaraj to give punishment to those miscreants. That's why you are the representative of Supreme Personality of Godhead, and then please accept my humble obeisances. So Kardama Muni, being in the higher order of life, being a Brahmana, he is still offering his obeisances to Swayambhu Manu, who is from Kshatriya. And with his glorification, he is also offering instruction. And after that, Swayambhu Manu is glorifying, and he's sharing his heart. And then in this verse and then onwards, he will reveal the purpose of his visit and will offer his daughter, Mother Devahuti, who is suitable for Kardama Muni in the marriage. So Prabhupada explains in the purports that Kshatriyas are born from the arms of Virat Rupa form of Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they are meant to protect and primarily protect brahmanas and cows. Uh, that's the protection which Supreme Personality of Godhead also provides. And sometimes he comes personally, sometimes he sends his uh, chosen disciples, chosen followers, chosen devotees to do that, perform that act. When we offer bhoga, we offer to that Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the protector of cows and brahmanas. Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. He is also the protector of all the living entities. Jagat Hitaya, Krishnaya, Govinda. But primarily his focus is to protect cows and brahmanas. And on the other side, brahmanas are born from the heart of the or the from the heart of the Virat Rupa form, and they are actually protecting protecting Kshatriyas and in general population by spreading the spiritual knowledge. So hence, this is a protection which is mutual. Okay? And that's why the respect is mutual. So that's the context. Now, after this, we see that Swayambhu Manu is actually troubled by the affection for his daughter. And that trouble is because it is the duty of every father to find a suitable husband for the daughter. We see now the question may come here that Kardam Muni is actually engaged in Brahmacharya ashram. So why Swayambhu Manu is offering his daughter to him? So Prabhupada explains in the purports later on that there are two types of brahmacharis. Naishthika brahmachari and Kurvan brahmachari. So Naishthika brahmachari is those who have taken so first Prabhupada explains that there is no brahmacharya ashram. Brahmacharya ashram is the ashram for learning, where you are engaged in advancing your spiritual knowledge. That's the basis of where you're learning the foundation of your spiritual journey. And then the prime requirement for that is that you're celibate. And those who are into Naishthika those who take the vow of Naishthika brahmachari, they are celibate forever. For example, we have Narada Muni, Hanumanji. They are Naishthika brahmachari. That means they have taken the celibacy vow for their life. On the other side is Upakurvan brahmachari, those who take vow to remain celibate up till a certain age. So that is the brahmachari ashram in which Kardama Muni is. He is one of the Prajapatis who is helping Lord Brahma in procreation, and then expansion of the jivas, or bringing living entities in this material world, or giving body to the living entities in this material world. So now that's why it is suitable for Swayambhuva Manu to offer his daughter to Kaldam. Okay. Now, after that, Prabhupada explains that even this offering of daughter or the marriage, in Vedas there are many kinds of marriages, but the first class one is, or the best of the marriages is the Kanyadan, or where the father actually finds a suitable husband for his daughter and offers her in marriage along with gifts and various items, and Prabhupada says that that's dowry. Now, of late, dowry has had very negative connotations, and that's primarily because of the demand part associated with it. That the groom will demand that, okay, I want, but that is not the Vedic culture. Vedic culture is not based on the demand of the dowry. It is on the offering of the dowry. Whatever is the capacity of the father, based on that, the father is actually offering it to his daughter with pleasure. We see that even after we recently, when we were reading Sri Ramayana, we learned that when Maharaj Janak, after Lord Ramchandraji becomes the king of Ayodhya, after finishing his Vanvas and killing Ravan, when Maharaj Janak was going back to his kingdom, Lord Ramchandraji offered him a lot of gifts. But Maharaj Janak gave all those gifts back to his daughter, that made this all belong to my daughter Sita. Similarly, we see that the same kind of first-class ceremony, marriage ceremony, was performed in case of Mother Sita and Lord Ramchandraji as well, where Maharaj Janak endured through the challenge of the whoever can lift this Shiva Dhanush. Shiva Dhanush is going to be the husband of my daughter. So, in one way, Maharaj Janak was finding a suitable husband for his daughter. In that process, many kings took an offense, and in fact, they surrounded Janakpuri for many years, and then they were attacking from all sides. And then Maharaj Janak was ready to endure that hardship in the process of finding a suitable husband for Mother Sita. Then in the end, Lord Ramchandraji actually came. He broke the Shiva Dhanush and then married Mother Sita. Then the second type of there are other type of marriages which are also described in our Vedas. One is called Gandharva Vivah. Gandharva Vivah is where boy and girl, they accept each other as husband and wife. The A very prominent example of that is of Dushyant, marriage of Dushyant and Shakuntala. Dushyant was the king of Hastinapur, and Mother Shakuntala was is the daughter of Menaka and Maharshi Vishwamitra, who was living in Maharshi Kanau's ashram, and there, without it was the Gandharva Vivah between the two, and then from that Maharaj Bharat was born, and then the entire Bharat Varsh was established, and then we all are Bharatvanshis in a way, or originate from that. Then we have this third type of marriage, which Prabhupada explains, that love marriage, where husband, boy and girl, they accept each other with love, in the love marriage with the consent of their parents. And then there is fourth kind of marriage, which is marriage by kidnapping. Even Srila Prabhupada explains that if a boy kidnaps a girl, or a girl kidnaps a boy, then even after that, they can be pronounced as husband and wife. We see the Rukmini Haran by Lord Krishna, that's a marriage by kidnapping, or Mother Subhadra kidnapping Arjun. That's another marriage by kidnapping. But of all these different types of marriages, the first class marriage is the Kanyadan marriage. And for that, Swayambhu Manu has appeared, or has come to Kardama Muni. And then he actually describes the qualities of Mother Devahuti to Kardama Muni. And then foremost among them is that after hearing the glories of Kardama Muni, Mother Devahuti has fixed her mind on Kardama Muni, and then she actually in the mind has accepted him as her husband. But along with that, Swayambhu Manu, as we'll read later on, will describe that she is not an ordinary girl. He'll say that she's the sister of Uttanpad and Priyabrat, and that's why she has this qualities of a Kshatriya or Kshatrani, and it is okay to accept a Kshatriya, Kshatrani as a wife by a Brahmana, and that's why Kardama Muni should accept her, Mother Devahuti, in the marriage. So with that, I'd like to stop here, and then we have 5 minutes to see if there are any questions, comments, corrections.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept humble obeisance for Krishna Prabhupada. Thank you for the class, Prabhu. My question is regarding the different classes in marriage. So many a times now, especially in modern times, the boy and girl, they like each other, and later the parents agree. In some cases, parents don't agree. Then they go and get a court marriage, or they could even have a vidhi marriage, and someone stands in as a parent. And if the parents also agree, then the ceremony, fire ceremony, has Kanyadan, where the father actually does the Kanyadan. is it still then first category or is it the third category?
I think, Prabhuji, it is still a first category, because if you see, in case of even Kardama Muni and Mother Devahuti's scenario, Mother Devahuti has learnt about the glories of Kardama Muni and has fixated her mind on him, and then being offered to him as in marriage. So if we are bringing in, so similarly, if boy and girl are falling in love, and then boy approaches father and then asks for her hand in marriage, then we have this Vedic where Krishna is involved, and the ceremony happens, and I think it is still a first class marriage.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Yeah, Madhupati Prabhu, any corrections there? Is that okay?
Very well. No questions? Like to...
Amritan and Prabhu just asked question, Prabhuji. I'm not sure if you...
No, I heard that. Yeah. But we still have 2 minutes. Okay. Thank you very much, Akhilesh Krishna Pr. I'd like to thank you all. I'd like to wish you all a happy Krishna conscious day ahead, week ahead. And we'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Jai Narsingo, Jai Narsingo, Jai Jai Narsingo, Praladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma Pingam, Ugra Veeram, Mahavishalam, Sarvatam, Narsinga Bhagwan ki Jai, Maharaj ki Jai. Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpataru sindhu jaya vacha patitanam pavane vayo Vaishnave vyo namaha Govinda ki Jai. Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Shri Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari.
Thank you, Akhilesh Krishna Pr.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, everybody.